You know, I don't actually remember if this was in the first game or not. I feel like it was, but my memory is foggy. But this here, it's set to depict similar geoglyphs to ones located in the Nazca Desert of Peru, according to the history of this game. The point of the matter is this mural is depicting what appears to be a tree, although, as it states here, it appears to be upside down. If that was indeed in the first game, as I think it was, it's a pretty nice foreshadow then to coming into Yggdrasil here. By the way, in case I forgot to before the end of last episode, you have to scan this to actually be able to teleport to it. The roots of Yggdrasil, the roots that connect the world to the land of beginnings. By the way, I'm actually kind of impressed. I did not look up how to pronounce Yggdrasil, like, before last episode, and I was apparently decently close. Alright, let's read this tablet. Welcome, Denzian of the Mother's World. This is the world of fools at constant war. A land of battle destined for ruin. Are you the harbinger of ruin? Or did you simply flow in on the tide? You pitiful one, who will never know freedom from struggle. My answer to that question is both. Not every hint and tablet and everything else you can read this game is useful. A number of them are just for flavor. Such as Vili here. Who are you? This is La-Mulana, the land of exile where one can only wait for death. And this place itself is the deepest level of La-Mulana, the roots of Yggdrasil. Leave this place now if you value your life. I like how he kind of just has eye twitches. Vili is interesting as a character, and that he's not interesting as a character, but more of what he is than who he is. Which is to say, if we pause, enable these bits of software here, go over to the glossary and check it, as you've seen we've gotten a number of encounters here. Vili is a member of the Lokapala tribe of the Sixth Children. From playing, so I didn't give a big overview of the various children of the mother. I know Phobos gave a brief description of them. I believe he did mention that humanity, the current generation, was the 8th. By the way, the Holy Grail revives memories of lands once visited. Hold it in your hand and rouse those memories. Your very being shall be summoned there too. Just reminding you can teleport with the Holy Grail. But how modern humanity is the race of the 8th children. The various tribes and races of the Mother's Children are decently important in the game, in who they are, and in the first game, you were under the impression that pretty much all of them were dead. The exceptions to that rule were, I believe, only the 7th children, though the 5th may have been included in that. I would have to check. Here's actually an important hint. The goddesses looked upon those wielding power and wept. They looked upon those wielding weapons too and wept. You see I have a button at the bottom that says record using the item button. With text tracks too, you can make notes within the game, recording tablets as you encounter them, so you can view them wherever you need to. Now then, I want to kill this bat real quick. If we take a look at the map, we can see that you can see the map of the area now that we have it, as well as the name of the current room you're in. We're in the Goddess Seal. That hint presumably relates to this. By the way, this game is full of death traps. That's weird. I feel like there should be a mechanism for this around here somewhere. Probably. For the most part, the skeletons aren't particularly useful. Let's see, when the goddesses weep, the spring shall run dry, marking the beginning of the end for Yggdrasil. I'm going to save this one as well. It's related to that first one we've already looked at. And it's part of the first puzzle of the game. Here, as we will check the map again, we'll see we're in Verdadi's route. I also apologize if I pronounce stuff wrong. I'm going to pronounce stuff wrong all the time. Verdadi's route, the path to those who have dwelled in this land since ancient times. Now then, going back to the first hint. The goddesses looked upon those wielding weapons and wept. You attack them, effectively you attack in front of their view, and they weep, which triggers the first puzzle, and I almost fell through that trapdoor. I don't quite want to go that way yet. Let's skip over that so we can take a look at this upper part of the room here. Also, by the way, whip skeletons, as you see them, they're traps in many cases. Come on. Bat. Bat. Bat! I've taken a lot of damage. The path from the roots blocked at Yggdrasil Gate. Beyond, the ancient land of origin, the Icefire Treetop. The land of ongoing warfare, the immortal battlefield, the land where the future of Yggdrasil was set and lived. I can't get over there. Check the hint they got from Phobos. That gate is the same as the one we used to enter La-Mulana. It cannot be opened without a race possessing the mother's memory and some sort of power related to the mother. It seems it can also be opened by undoing some kind of mechanism, so we'll have to use our head. I'm gonna drop my weak attempt at accents because I'm terrible and I cannot, and I've already forgotten how I've done every single freaking accent, and I use the word accent very loosely. By the way, that is our indication that we've solved one part of this puzzle. So we just have to find the other statues of the goddesses and make them weep as well. And if we take a look at the map, you can get a pretty good feel where the other two are going to be. Now then, put a thing here. This weight here gives us a nice way to get up over here. Got this mirror. This is Erd's Route, a path guarded by the black dragon Nidhogg, a road to the land of the dead. That's somewhat relevant, but not completely relevant for a while. We can't actually progress if we go up, on that side anyway. Well, not yet. Make use of a bunch of jumps here to drop another weight, which gets rid of the blue barrier, which will allow us to just, well, climb up there and actually visit Nidhogg's route, or Erd's Route. I said Nidhogg's Route for a reason, we'll get to that. The trickster steeled by the goddesses, who invites the world's end, shall be cursed to an eternity of poison. I feel bad that did not sound familiar to me the first time I played this game. Here we are in Erd's Route. We can see another gate up there. Of course, gotta wonder how we open it. I don't wanna! Some real amazing beasts out there. There's these things called room guards, will protect more important rooms here in these ruins here. Taking them out may get you somewhere or something nice, but you need to get your strength up before taking down the big bad ones. You need a lot of HP, tough weapons, stuff like that. Also confidence. Yeah, he's not completely incorrect. This here, path protecting the beast goddesses Sekhmet, is protected by the 5 mantras, a path woven of 5 mantras. Let's save that message. We're going to have to encounter mantras later on. This room, however, looks important, and it is called the Dark Star Lord's footprint. We'll remember that for later. That will be important, however. Seeing as I am about to heal, I might as well cover that. There are effectively 3 ways in this game to regain your HP. By collecting these green orbs, which are actually souls, you will slowly fill up that blue bar underneath your health bar in the upper left. If you get them up to full, you'll get a full heal. And I need just one more game. Maybe this carbuncle will give me one. There we go. Do not approach. Do not attempt to grasp that which cannot be reached by your hands. By the way, you can see I have full health now. I wonder what that means. Well, this can't be an obvious trap at all. I die to that more time. That is my most common trap to die to because I forget it's there. Oh, by the way, spikes are interesting in this game. You can walk through them just fine. They will only damage you if you are moving in the direction the point is facing. Time to kill you. Over here, another hint. Beware. Fools who thoughtlessly harm the holy relics held within will suffer the divine wrath of the blue eye. Ah, yes, the blue eyes of divine retribution. Well, what that hint means, by the way, is... Come on, jump. We attack certain things that are in the rooms of the blue eye, you take damage. So even though that looks really fancy, we can't get what's within it. So I guess we'll just come over here. and notice that we're damaging the wall, which reveals a pedestal, which opens this here, getting our first sub-weapon, shurikens. Nice, useful shurikens. Down here again, let's loop up around. What time are we at? We're decent time. More than decent time. Alright, up into Skuld's route. Well, nothing really shake things up here. Let me check. Oh yeah, there are spikes in the ceiling. Can't go over here. What does it say down here? Skuld's route continues towards the future. Ratatoskar gnaws on the roots before heading to the treetop. Okay, okay. By the way, puddles of waters inside the ruins are poisonous. Yeah, you take damage from attempting to swim. I mean, the ruins themselves are set out on killing the hell out of any intruders. There's a treasure called a stale spear that counteracts the poison. Also, you know how to swim? Use the jump button to swim through water. Even if you're not swimming, you can kind of wade through it too. When you want to get out, swim while going upward. Gotta stay motivated, keep moving up, you know. Good advice, good advice. Let's attack Skuld here. And I guess we can get ready to go on down. Except Ratatoskar. I'm just gonna cheese the fight because I can. And I'm gonna do this to most of the bosses. These are shurikens, by the way. They're not strong, but they have their uses. And yes, the AI can be very laughable at times. I will probably attempt to cheese most of Ratatoskar's fights. By the way, this isn't the last time we will see him. I think you've probably figured that out at this point, though. There's not even like a health bar or anything. Come on. Come on. What's that? 24 HP? I'm going to say it's 24 HP. I'm pretty sure Shuriken does 1 damage a hit. And now we can go through here. Except we can't. See that little switch down there that skeleton's about to walk into. We can't hit that with anything that we have. Oh yeah, that's right. Black Carbuncle. Let's kill you. And we have the Black Carbuncle. Down here, you can see there's a little pressure plate here to unlock the blue light. You can see another treasure holding box down there. A seal unlocked by 4 sigils. Sometimes a seal path, sometimes power. We do not have any seals to unlock sigils yet, so we'll have to come back to that. Maybe actually... Can I make it to that? Nope, nope, I can just land in spikes. Nope, I can't make that. Oof. I should stop trying. I should stop trying. Do this, drop the weight down. But how do we get there? Maybe she knows. Hey, Sigrun. Would you not hear my final wish as I lie here on my deathbed? Please, release my husband. Accused of a crime, he is being subjected to a punishment by continuous exposure to poisoned water. As I become unable to keep the poisoned water from him, he suffers yet. He is trapped in the room below the statues of the 3 goddesses. Poisoned water drips down from a beast statue hung above his head. Please help him. We'll see what we can do and totally ignore any implications that might come across about who we may or may not be freeing. This hint, though. Do not approach. Do not attempt to grasp that which cannot be reached by your hands. Well, it just so happens that we can throw shurikens. Get around the little trap death area there and get into this room here where we find an Ankh Jewel. That treasure called an Ankh Jewel. It can destroy the Ankh where the Guardians sleep. The Guardians are big-ass, scary-ass monsters in ruins. Eglana's are ruins, which means there are Guardians in Eglana too. These guys are hardcore, so be prepared before you go picking a fight. Some of them more so than others, but he's not completely incorrect. Really? Oh yeah, hey, walk in the direction which the spikes aren't pointing to avoid getting shanked. If they're pointing up, then walk from the side and you'll be cool. Got it? Well, do ya? Yeah, spikes are an interesting enough trap. An obvious area is obvious. Grab the money. see, how much of this can I explore? Oop, nope. Kill the carbuncle. Power is sealed within Yggdrasil by mantras. Yggdrasil leads they who can harness the 10 mantras, leads the holder of the Dej to the end. Gee, I wonder. By the way, land down here. We get the data chip for Fafnir. I'll talk about him later. I don't want to completely spoil, but I'm gonna be completely spoiling. Some stuff here. Gets Ratatoskar here. I will take that. And in here, we have a shop. I would like to buy guild. I'd also like to buy some weights, because I am dangerously low on weights. I guess we can go explore the rest of this area here. Past the roots of Yggdrasil lies Anwith, the kingdom of the fairies who have foreseen the future of this world. Well, that's all nice and grand, but we can't actually get over there yet. If we take a look at our map, you can see that even though that ladder goes down, there's no room below us. Path to Anwith, that takes us to a new area entirely. Doors are not the only way to go through new areas. Speaking of doors, here's a special door here. That's what's known as a soul gate. It's somewhat different from what it was in La-Mulana. The light above the gate represents a number of souls. I think it means it requires the souls of some sort of guardians possessing immense power. In the first game, there were gates similar to this, which just required a specific boss to be killed. In this game, it requires a specific number of bosses to be killed. Makes it a bit more interesting. Take note of the branches growing from Yggdrasil. The areas branching off beyond a gate. Those who fight and those who protect alike are sealed within. I don't know why I went this way. Other than that totally does not look like an obvious trap that is very obvious. Not at all. I'll get back to that room. I'll get back to that room in a moment because there's a few shiny things left. And at least one thing I would like to keep going forward to. I would like to get a lot more money before I keep going. Oh, by the way, I bought a thing in that one shop, didn't I? I'll cover that in a moment. That is a candlestick of time. Looks different from the one in La-Mulana. If you could carry its flame, you would have the power to stop time. Here, you need the lamp of time relic. There's a candlestick of time in Eglana. There must be a lamp of time here, too. It doesn't matter for now, though. It's best to remember things that don't matter for later, you know. He's right, we're not going to get the Lamp of Time for a while. You would stop light, or stop time. Light will be bestowed on you if you prove you have the power worthy of it. Basically, it's saying that you're not going to get any reaction out of the Candlestick of Time at all until you have the Lamp of Time. Let's see. We jump up here, I can get to this particular tablet. The Vanir, who sought to destroy the Great Mother's world, exiled to this land the branches of Eglana, wherein they were sealed. The Vanir must not be awakened. They are the negative counterparts we birthed. If you haven't noticed, it does seem to be at a point where a number of these tablets are not being written by the same person. And that statement is correct. We will at some point get the means to learn who wrote those, but not currently. Step on that, the blue light goes away. The seeking blue light sears flesh, rejecting all life. Cold steel alone may pass unscathed. You can throw shurikens through the blue force fields there, even though they damage, if not kill you outright. What am I missing here? What am I missing here? Here's what I'm missing. Put a weight here, and we open up a shortcut to go down. Perfect. We've actually explored most of the roots of Yggdrasil at this point. I don't know about you guys. But this looks... That looks pretty safe to me. Very safe. Ooh. On the branches past this land lies the fortress governed by the ruler Odin and his company. The fortress was built by we of the Aesir tribe in order to unseal the Vanir, who sought to destroy our mother, our lands. The gates are sealed by guardians. Okay. Come down here. The golden rock stores the power of the stars. It seems perfectly safe, guys. Perfectly. Oh shit. If you ever find yourself in a death trap such as this, yeah, just go ahead there and take a snap there, Lamisa. You can just use the Holy Grail and GTFO. Because that would kill you. There's a lot of death traps in this game. By the way, now that we are on the surface, there is at least one stop I would like to make. Which is to say, stopping by this store. You have a buckler. Bucklers are a useful sub-weapon, which I will enable or turn on now. Buckler's a shield. That's all it is, really. It's just a shield, keeps you a bit alive by preventing damage. You know, while we're up here, let's just talk to the Elder real quick. Hey there, you scored a hand scanner, huh? Without that, there isn't much you can do. You can use the hand scanner for stuff like reading tablets, inspecting important-looking stuff you find inside the ruins. As an archaeologist, you gotta be able to read the ancient texts written on the tablets. Also memos found with skeletons, signs, stuff like that, too. There might be other stuff you can inspect with it, too. If you find anything that catches your eye, try inspecting it. And I have to at least do something enthusiastic for him. Oh yeah, if you want to take a break, there's an awesome hot spring over there to the left. You can use the pimped out tablet outside my house to save your game too. Don't know about that. I want to... Alright, that's the only item I have currently. Before I get off, I mentioned one method to heal, which was filling up the your soul meter. Other method is coming up here to the surface and getting in the hot spring. Oop, wrong button. That there's one of my village's famous hot springs. It'll buck you right up. Restores your health, too. Go to town with it, but take your clothes off first. Huh? Pervert. Okay, software that's not... Oh, yeah, I didn't enable guild. Oh, yeah, I was supposed to talk about this. This is software I bought. All it does is make a tone shine up when there are hidden shops or rooms. It's nice to have. Anyway, we're going to end it off there, so I will see you guys all next time when we continue into the Roots of Yggdrasil and deal with a few things down there. There are a few ways we could go. I have one I'm looking at. I'll see you guys all next time, though. Later.